While some conquerors are more widely celebrated, others whose bravery helped change the path of human history are not so popular. These fearless and aspirational leaders dared to conquer, explore, and establish a new global order rather than just let the world pass by. Today, we will take a look at 10 remarkable but lesser-known conquerors who impacted the world, shaping the course of history. Number 10. Hun Attila. Attila the Hun was the ruler of the Huns from 434 until his death in March 453. He was often referred to as the Scourge of God because of his penchant for killing anybody who opposed him. Attila took control of parts of Germany, Austria, and the Eastern Roman Empire, even though history sees him as a barbarian and merciless strategist. Most people concur that he was a shrewd strategist and a fierce warrior who killed his brother Bleda to seize sole control of the empire. Legend has it that Attila choked to death in his blood on his wedding night is a popular one. During his prime, Attila conquered territories from the Caspian Sea in the east to the North Sea in the west. Despite this, he remained undeterred and continued to plot the invasion of the Roman Empire. He eventually forced the empire to sign peace treaties in return for hundreds of pounds of gold per year after overseeing numerous assaults. Despite his best efforts, Attila was never able to capture the heavily fortified city of Constantinople. Number 9. Cyrus II of Persia. Cyrus II of Persia founded the Achaemenid Empire in 559 BC, and it eventually became the largest empire in history. First, he brought all the advanced states of the ancient Near East under his control. After conquering every region between the Mediterranean Sea and the Indus River throughout his 30-year reign, he was proclaimed King of the Four Corners of the world. Cyrus created a clay cylinder that became well known when he subjugated Babylon. Scholars view it as the first attempt at governing a diverse community with people of different racial and religious backgrounds. Number 8. Hernán Cortés, former governor of New Spain. In large part, because of Hernán Cortés, Spanish rose to become the second most widely spoken language in the world. Cortés is most known for conquering the Aztec kingdom. He invaded the Aztecs with a small contingent of armored warriors, 15 or so horses, and advanced weaponry, including rifles and cannons, forcing the native fighters to fight on his behalf. The Aztec ruler Moctezuma made a grave error when he let Cortés and his army enter Tenochtitlan. In the end, this choice led to the fall of the great metropolis and the Aztec Empire, allowing Spain to establish itself on the American continent. Number 7. Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great studied under Aristotle and ascended to the throne upon the death of his father at the age of 20. He inherited both a kingdom and an army that was already strong and well-trained. By the time he turned 30, Alexander had led an incredible military campaign in Asia and Northeast Africa, greatly expanding the borders of the Macedonian monarchy of ancient Greece. He accomplished this by carrying out his father's strategy of increasing his military. In battle, Alexander was invisible, but sadly he passed away at the age of 32 from poisoning or typhoid in Babylon, the city he intended to construct as the capital of his new empire. Number 6. King Nader Afshar. King Nader Afshar ruled Iran from 1736 to 1747. He is regarded as the last great conqueror after Tamerlane and Genghis Khan. Being a strong military commander, he drove out several people groups such as the Afghans, Turkmen, Uzbeks, Ottomans, and Khazars. In Adityon, he achieved a historic victory at the well-known Battle of Karnal in 1739 against an army 6 times the size of his own by attacking and pillaging the Mughal Empire of India. 700 elephants, 4,000 camels, and 12,000 horses were used to transport the wealth from this victorious assault, which included the 2 biggest diamonds in the world, Koh-i-Noor and Darya-i-Noor. Along with his victories, he also restored Iran's frontiers, redrawing them to include Turkey, Iraq, India, Central Asia, and the Caucasus. Napoleon and Genghis Khan have been compared to him because of his outstanding military exploits and leadership on the battlefield, where he frequently outmatched opposing forces that were significantly larger than his own. Number 5. Adolf Hitler. Born on April 20th, 1889 in Braunau am Inn, a town in Austria, Hungary, near the border with Germany, Adolf Hitler was a man consumed by the desire for absolute control and the ideal of the Aryan race. He was well known for his ferocious rants and captivating demeanor that enthralled large audiences. Hitler set out to grow the Third Reich after seizing power in Germany in 1933. Under his regime, the Nazis expanded its control over nearly 2.5 million square miles, covering large areas of northern Africa and Europe under his direction. Hitler became more unpredictable and volatile as the war went on. Number 4. Mahmud of Ghazni. Mahmud of Ghazni was the Sultan of the Ghaznavid Empire from 998 to 1030. He was the first to introduce Islam into a significant portion of India. Upon the death of his father, Mahmud ascended the throne aged 27 after he defeated his younger brother Ismail, who had initially taken over from their father. Mahmud also defeated the Hindu Shahi army of Jayapala in a historic battle involving 300 war elephants and over 25,000 horsemen that took place near Peshawar. Number 3. Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan founded the Mongol Empire and was well known for his leadership and military skill. At birth, his name was Temujin, but he formally adopted the title Genghis Khan at an assembly in 1206. The meaning of Genghis Khan remains uncertain. He became the supreme leader and source of power for the Mongols after overcoming a difficult upbringing. Genghis Khan rose to prominence as a military commander who conquered vast regions of the world, including parts of China, Eastern Europe, and the Middle East. Number 2. Charlemagne, dubbed the Father of Europe. Charlemagne, the former emperor of Rome, united most of Western Europe for the first time in nearly 300 years, extending his area of influence to include parts of Western Germany. Up to 20 million people were thought to live under Charlemagne's authority, which was an incredible amount at the time. Along with ferociously promoting Christianity, he also massacred many people who refused to accept it, including 4,500 Saxons during what is now known as the Verdun Massacre. Finally, at number 1, Timur the Great. Timur the Great was a Turco-Uzbek conqueror in the 14th century who is regarded as one of the greatest military leaders and strategists in history. For more videos, hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons, as well as the notification bell to know when we upload fresh videos in the series. Remain curious and pursue your aspirations.